Hello and welcome to the Newsbrief GSN for Friday, May 16th, 2025, episode 201. 201, here we are. I did not do a GSN last week. After that big celebration of the 200th episode, I just had to take a week off. No, actually, it was a little bit of a slower news week, and I was celebrating our graduates last week from our school, and just didn't get around to making a GSN for last week. So there's still plenty of things going on, and most of them were covered in that week from 2 weeks ago. But what else is happening here in our parish? Well, first of all, May 18th, that's this Sunday, is our final Donut Sunday. So come get donuts after the 8 o'clock and the 10 o'clock Mass. It's just a nice time for fellowship and gathering together. So it's our last one for the until we come back in September. So taking up a couple months off during these summer months, but Donut Sunday this Sunday. It's also our food collection Sunday. Don't donate your donuts. Don't donate your donuts. That's kind of fun to say. Don't donate your donuts, but there are other needs that you can see here for Catholic charities. So that is also this weekend. This Thursday, we have a great opportunity. The relics of Blessed Carlo Acutis, who was supposed to be canonized on Divine Mercy Sunday, but then Pope Francis passed away, and so they were not able to do the canonization. I didn't ever really think about it, but you can't have a canonization of someone without a pope. So I don't know when that is going to happen, but Blessed Carlo Acutis, his relics are going to be here. And we'll have a veneration of the relics. That'll be 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. right here in our church. Great opportunity. That's this Thursday, May 22nd. So if you want to come and participate that and ask for his prayers and intercessions, that's a beautiful opportunity this Thursday. Then the blood drive is coming up Monday, June 2nd. That's noon to 6 p.m. So if you are able to donate blood, that would be amazing. The signups are happening now, so you can sign up for the blood drive June 2nd. That's Monday. Did I say Sunday? Monday, June 2nd from noon to 6 p.m. We are starting up a new college ministry. I'm excited about that. Becca Gregory does so many great things. It's kind of a new project that she's taking on, probably especially since she has been the high school youth minister for several years and wants to keep those connections going, those things that she's already made, just to keep those connections going. It's a very natural connection. So a new ministry called In Good Company is starting up this summer. I really like this logo. It's very retro. It has a nice look to it. In Good Company. So the first gathering of those people that are back from college, that will be this June 4th at 7 p.m. in the social hall. June 4th, 7 p.m. In Good Company, new college ministry. So if you have kids, or if you happen to be a college student, you know who you are watching this program. Have we got a program for you? That is this coming June 4th, 7 p.m. in the social hall. We also, as you know, have a great celebration for Pentecost, and it's a multicultural celebration from 1:30 to 3:30. There's all kinds of food and music, and just a great event that we've had for several years. I had to miss it last year. I was in El Salvador for Pentecost last year as we were dedicating the bridge for our sister community. So I was not able to attend the Pentecost event last year, but I look forward to seeing it again. So that is June 8th. So mark your calendars from 1:30 to 3:30 on Pentecost Sunday, June 8th. Great success. I don't know if you saw in our notes here, the success of our Fund a Need. And it looks like we raised $366,000. That's a great success, I think. And then our Fund a Need did reach our goal. I was a little nervous that we were going to reach our goal. I made that special appeal during the masses, and I asked people just to consider how can we cross that threshold. It'll be a huge upgrade for our social hall area. It'll look really nice. It's all cracked. I've been walking that a few times recently. I'm like, boy, this looks like it really needs an upgrade. So I'm glad that we were able to respond to that real Fund a Need to replace that flooring, and it'll be a really spiffy upgrade. So thanks to all who made that a great success for the Fund a Need. And so that is, thank you for that. And then Father Mersman, he was ordained in 2020, and I feel so bad for the guy because normally ordination weekend is an amazing weekend for people because you have all your family and your friends are in, and it's a huge mass. It's a great weekend of celebration. Well, he was ordained in May of 2020, which, as you recall, everything was shut down. So he had to tell family members, you can't come to my ordination because of the limit of 50 people or whatever in those weird days. But anyway, I encouraged him to have a celebration for his 5th anniversary of priesthood. And I'd like for people to come and honor Father Mersman, to give him the ordination party that he never got to have because he had to cancel everything. He still got ordained a priest, but he had to cancel all the fun stuff. And so I'd like for us to, if you can make it, that'll be Friday, June 13th at Wilder Bluff Park. That's from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's a Friday, June 13th. Just come out and support him and celebrate with family. It should be a lovely afternoon, evening to celebrate there. So come support Father Mersman, who will be transferring at the end of June. And we will have a new priest coming in, Father Wilson Rodriguez, I think. Wilson is his first name, interestingly enough. He is from Colombia, the country, not the city in Missouri, but the country. We have a long-standing arrangement with the Diocese of Zipaquirá in Colombia that they have a rotation of 2 priests that come here throughout, and they stay for 5 to 7 years and help out with Hispanic ministry. They learn some English. Some are more open and available to learn a second language, and some people just don't have those gifts. I don't know about Father Wilson, but I don't think that he speaks much English. So I don't know how much he'll be around in the English-speaking community, but he will be a great help to our parish and to me personally with the Hispanic ministry. And having a native speaker, I've felt bad for the past several years that the community has not had a native speaker, and so that'll be really nice for the community. And so he'll probably take more of that load from me, and I will be able to focus a little bit more on the English side, but I don't know what it exactly look like. But Father Wilson will start in the beginning of July. So it's not going to be the same setup that we've had, well, with really all the associates of the past with Father Dan and Father Ashmore and Father Mersman. It'll be just different. So I don't know what it'll look like. So, and I think he's back in Colombia right now, and he'll be returning in a week or so, I think. So I haven't had much conversations of what that'll look like, but he is coming. And then this weekend, tomorrow, our seminarian will become Deacon Will Sutherland, and he's going to serve here for the summer. He starts June 1st, and he works here in our parish in June and July, and then goes back for his final studies starting in August. So he'll be with us for June and July. It'll be nice to have him in the transition from Father Mersman to Father Wilson, and he'll be around quite a bit. So that is that. That's very exciting, and I'm happy to have him here over the summer. And then my schedule, it's a little bit of a different schedule. I have the 8 a.m., the 12:30, and the 4 p.m. The 8 a.m., the 12:30, and the 4 p.m., and then Father Mersman has the 5 p.m. and the 10 a.m. On a super side note, I'm in charge of the schedule, so I get to do what I want, I guess, as long as it works with Father Mersman and whoever else. But at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock a.m., I have to make a little click on my computer for my my board game convention that I go to in August. There is an event catalog, and I just have to be at my computer at 11 a.m. and go boop. So I had him take the 10 a.m. this weekend, so I could go boop right at 11 o'clock. Because it's fun. It's at the. This is a side note. This program's over, but there's a big event catalog that goes live right at 11 a.m. on this Sunday, and everyone's sitting by their computers, and you want to get in right away if you want to get the events that you want. So I'm gonna go boop right at 11 a.m. And so that's why the schedule is what it is. A little weird reason, but I thought I'd let you know, be on the inside scoop on this end of this GSN program. So have a great week, and we will see you next time. I have this new setup for my phone too, because it's on an actual thing that's made for phones, and I've got now a remote that I can just turn it off. So I can push this button and I will turn it off instead of reaching over there to go boop. I can just go like this with my little thing and go boop like this. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I can go like this.